Thanks for joining me. My name is Elysabeth Alfano, and I've been working in the visual arts for over 15 years. Either in my art gallery or in my accessories design business, I've met hundreds of artists over the years. Painters, designers, glassblowers, chefs, all working from their tiny closed-off studios. Join me on Fear No Art Chicago and let's go behind the scenes to check out all that's being made and get into the hearts and minds and souls of Chicago's artists. Having taught and directed some of Chicago's most famous actors who've then gone on to Hollywood, I'm thrilled to be at the Piven Theatre Workshop with veteran actress, director, and teacher, Joyce Piven. Joyce, thank you very much for having me on the stage of the Piven Theatre. I'm very excited to be here. We're in Evanston, of course, which is where the Piven Theatre Workshop is, but you actually got your start acting at the University of Chicago.
I did. I became an equity actor when I was 21, though I teach and I direct, both of which I love. It's the acting that informs my work.
You teach a lot of younger students here. Mm-hmm. You start as early as?
9 years old.
As 9 years old.
Fourth grade.
Fourth grade. So when you get the youngest group, just fresh and never having had a lesson, what do you hope to bring to them in their first years of acting classes?
We want to preserve the freedom that we hope they found being 9 years old. Preserve that freedom of expression as a process, as a way of exploring the art. It's learning to work together, to create together. With that, it's called parts of a whole. One person starts with a movement and second person adds to that and so on and so on. And what happens is each person is contributing to the whole, and that mystical thing happens. The sum of the parts is greater than the whole.
I wonder, what are some of the traits that make a successful actor?
Performing any way you can. I consider a successful actor. A really successful actor is one who sees all kinds of possibilities when he's exploring. Those that have been unusually successful, what they have in common is that they're all different and they're all original.
Yes, they are truly themselves.
Yes, exercising their imagination.
Yes.
And their sense of imagery and the dramatic part of themselves. We come out of the womb dramatic, I think.
Crying at first get-go.
Crying, making a lot of
Screaming.
noise, screaming. Yes. Very expressive.
Yes, yes. I think of actors as courageous.
You have to stand in the face of chaos and not know what you're doing at
frightening.
Times. Yeah.
That's frightening.
And say, I don't know, and go on. And once you've done that, that's the beginning of creativity.
You've taught Joan Cusack and John Cusack, and of course your son, Jeremy, and Lily Taylor. I mean, the list is very long of successful professionals who've come from the Piven Theatre Workshop. But even for the ones who decide to go into real estate, these are still very valuable skills.
They're very, very valuable. I dream of the White House coming to me.
Oh, for classes.
And saying, what's your answer for world peace? And I would say, one Piven workshop at a time throughout the world, and we'll have peace.
I'm sorry, Joyce. Joan stopped by to say hello. Can I just interrupt for a second? Do you mind?
Oh, I'd love it.
Oh,
Joan.
I just wanted to come.
Joan.
Say hi.
What a surprise.
I haven't been here in a long time in this place. I've seen you, but not been here. It's so good to be here.
Right.
Wow, what a surprise. I'm Elysabeth.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Would you want to come join us?
Sure, I'd
We're
love
having a
to.
conversation about the Piven Theatre Workshop.
One of my favorite topics of all time.
I wonder, what are some of the things that you took away from your classes here?
Oh my gosh, pretty big.
Yeah.
Because, you know, this was like, I was a shy kid.
Really?
And
I can't believe that.
And so the idea of getting out of your head was kind of a saving thing for me. Because I was a nervous kid and shy. And so when I came here and we played games and you couldn't be in your head, it was such a relief.
So this was something that you actually learned. It didn't come naturally to you.
Well, what it unlocked her talent, which was natural to her.
If you go to any acting place in the whole world, everyone will say, don't work with children.
Oh, really?
And animals. They're so instinctive in some ways. You can't, but instead, Joyce went right to the kids. You know, went right to that spirit. There's so much pressure on kids. It's just pressure, 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 and achievement, and none of that exploration.
Right.
So you finish, you know, you get out of high school and you may have a 4.3 and a, you know, this and this and this, but who are you?
Yeah, you don't know who you are.
You spent no time
with yourself.
Developing your voice in a creative, open, non-judgmental. I mean, it really is profound.
Right. Did you know that you would be an actress?
No, I mean, I just knew that it saved me. I just knew that it worked, that I was happy here, that I, you know, had a voice.
Now you've gone on to study in lots of different places and probably with different people. Do you find yourself in bigger roles thinking, oh gosh, I wish Joyce were here? Oh gosh, I know she'd set me straight on this.
It's always there. It's always, you know, what are the beats of the scene? You know, what is it saying? What do I hear when I read it?
Do you think you would be the actress that you are today if you had?
No, I wouldn't be an actress. I'm so grateful.
I had wanted, actually, when I was in high school, to take acting, and my parents said, don't do it. You'll never make a living, and you'll never be able to support yourself. And I wish that I had, because I see so much of the value in these classes and these games, and so I'm sort of past the prime time maybe, but I would have loved to have taken acting lessons.
Well, how about taking a class today?
Today?
Today, I have a group in the next room, and we could have you try. I think you're a natural. I think you'd be wonderful.
Well, I'll try it. I'll try it.
Build a portrait, which is finding your freeze wherever you land, and in contact with the next person, even if it's small, the toe of your foot. Give and take your thoughts.
Oh my God. It's so terrifying. I can't believe it. Yikes.
How could you?
Slow motion change. Together. Double time change. The family that writes together. They love to write. Okay, this is the day you got fired, the first time you've ever gotten fired. Scramble.
That jerk. I knew it. You're kidding, right?
Finally.
Oh, Lord.
Great.
That's a new kind of exercise class.
Yeah, right.
Exercise with soul.
Some soul exercise. Joyce, I can see why you have such a following. Thank you for folding me into your class. This was really a lot of fun.
Oh, great, great.
For more information, visit fearnoartchicago.com.
Oh, it's quite a nose. Yeah.
You like to. I mean, you could just put a piece of cardboard on a stick and run down the street and people go, oh my God, it's a puppet.
Joan would sit on the stage and she would do nothing. So,
Whoops.
You want to join them? They're just building a portrait in contact.
I just go in
Just
and then get out.
14!
The idea of preparing for some career where I had to like dress up and put a tie on every day, it's like, you know, you got to be out of your mind. I had a lot of jobs. I was the most fired human being on the planet. You know?
Somehow I can see this.